16 December 1971, the golden day of Indian history, which we used to celebrate as Vijay Diwas. That day when the entire world had witnessed the glorious bravery of Indian soldiers. A day when the entire world understand the strength of India. A day on which the entire world witnessed the independence of Bangladesh as an independent country. Now the question is, what happened at 16 December 1971? Why it happened? Today we will discuss on this. There's a very famous phrase is that we choose our friends but not our neighbors. But in our case, we have created our neighbor. We have created Bangladesh. After the partition of India, Pakistan was having two parts. One is called the Western Pakistan, one is called the Eastern Pakistan. And just after the independence, there was a clash in the Eastern Pakistan. The reason was that the Eastern Pakistan was basically a Bengali dominated part in which most of the people are speaking Bengali. And after the partition in 1950, Pakistan government has imposed a formula called the famous language formula, in which they have imposed Urdu as an official language in the Eastern Pakistan. This created a huge amount of anti-incumbency against the Pakistani government. The next event happened in 1964, in which the Bihari migrants of India who had migrated to that time Pakistan, today's time Bangladesh, after partition, got slaughtered and got massacred by the local Bengalis. Pakistani government said that, look, this is the reason the violence is taking place there. Now we are imposing the army rule there. So they send the army to control the situation. But this leads further anti-incumbency against the Pakistani government. In 1969, there was a large-scale protest happens against the Pakistani government in the Eastern Pakistan, which leads to the resignation of that time Pakistani President Ayub Khan. And after that, the next big event taken place in 1970, in the general election that happens in Pakistan, in which the Eastern Pakistan, more than the majority seats won by the Eastern Pakistani leader named as Mujibur Rahman. Mujibur Rahman has a potential candidate as the leader of the Pakistan, because if you include both eastern and the western part, the Mujibur Rahman party have almost gained the majority. But on 23rd March 1970, Pakistani government arrested Mujibur Rahman. And after that, on 26th March 1971, 26th March 1971, Pakistani army arrested Mujibur Rahman. On that day, just before the arrest, he declared Bangladesh as an independent country. And that is the official Independence Day which Bangladeshi people used to celebrate. After that, on 27th March 1971, Indira Gandhi declared that she had full sympathy with the Bangladeshi peoples, also the Bengali, that kind of Bengali peoples or the peoples of the Eastern Pakistan, and she will fully support them. And the next big event takes place on 3rd December 1971, in which the Pakistani Air Force attacked Indian territory from the western side. This was the official declaration of the war between India and Pakistan, and India finally jumped into the war. Now, this was the backdrop of the war. Now, the next thing is that just when the clashes are taking place in Eastern Pakistan, when the large amount of massacre are taking place, at that time Indira Gandhi had opened the doors of India for the refugees coming from Bangladesh. Initially, it looks good, but later it created problem. It created large amount of clashes inside India. At that time, Indira Gandhi said that it is more economical to fight out a battle against Pakistan in place of allowing those refugees to come inside India. He ordered the general, that time Army General Sham Manekshaw, that get ready for the war. At that time, Sham Manekshaw had said that he's not agreed with the Prime Minister. He said in his own words, in the words of Sham Manekshaw, he had offered his resignation letter to the Prime Minister. That time, that resignation was finally declined by the Prime Minister, and that time that Sham Manekshaw said to Indira Gandhi that he's ready for the war, but he need time. He need time for preparation, and after that he will say a date on which Indian Army will intervene in the Eastern Pakistan problem. Indira Gandhi agreed with Sham Manekshaw, and then on the 3rd December the war begins. On 16 December 1971, finally, the Pakistani army surrendered, or the Eastern Command of Pakistani army surrendered in the leadership of A.K. Niazi in front of Jagjit Singh Arora, that time the Lieutenant General. And that time, the institution of surrender signed by A.K. Niazi and his 93,000 troops. And after the Second World War, this was the biggest ever surrender that had taken place. In that day, almost 13,000 kilometers of Pakistan were annexed by the India. At the same time, the 93,000 war prisoners were made by India of the Pakistani armies. One more important event takes place during this is that to support the movement of the locals of the Eastern Pakistan, Indian army, with the help of the government, has made an army called the Mukti Wahini Sena, which includes the guerrillas and the locals of the Eastern Pakistan, to fight against the Pakistani government. Now that finally, after this, the war, as I've said, ended on 1971, 16 December. They so-called the Vijay Divas. And after 1 year, finally on 2nd July 1972, the Simla Pact was signed between Indira Gandhi and that time General of Pakistan A.K. Niazi, which said that India will return the 93,000 war prisoners along with the 13,000 kilometers of Pakistan. But Pakistan have to recognize Bangladesh as an independent nation. After that agreement, in the time span of 5 months, Indian government finally released all the war prisoners. The last war prisoner released was the A.K. Niazi, that time the General of Pakistan. Now, what we have to learn from this whole story is that whenever a government tries to suppress the people, it leads to revolt. And even whenever it takes to revolts, it leads to the partition of the country. Hence, it is our duty to withhold the integrity of a nation. And if you want to keep a nation with its full integrity, you need to address all sort of anti-incumbency of the local peoples. No government can function on the edge of the guns. We have to understand that on the basis of gun, you can only have a silence of the graveyard, not the peace. And at the same time, we also have to understand that how Indian Army had shown its bravery and the glorious fighting strategies which had witnessed by the entire world. So, on this Vijay Divas, I want to congratulate all the peoples of this nation. At the same time, I want to say you that don't forget the bravery and the martyrdom of our soldiers. The line is that, na, वीर तुम्हारा लिए सहारा, टिका हुआ है भूतल सारा, होते ना जो तुम इस पार, उलट गया होता संसार, नमन तुम्हें मेरा सत्कार. At the same time, those soldiers who has given their life for the glory of India, I want to say that for those who have given their life for the Indian glory, I want to say you that what you have given to this country is absolutely immemorable, and your martyrdom, your sacrifices are actually the building blocks of this nation. वो कहते हैं ना कि शहीदों के मज़ारों पर लगेंगे हर बरस मेले, वतन पे मरने वालों का बाकी यही निशान.